can I say? We have to take a few steps back from this future that we saw, which obviously is today. I was going to end my presentation by saying follow us on Facebook, but obviously that's already history. So I'll try to reorganize my thoughts here, but the most important thing I think to start with is, first of all, I love this place, and I love working at Grand Bahama Shipyard, and whatever I bring to you today is, as I see it, to be in the best interest of Freeport, Grand Bahama, or the Bahamas. So you may be disagreeing with me. I don't mind. This is how I see it. Before I go into the, so to say, the beef of the presentation, let me just show you a little about what the yard, the shipyard, is right now. Well, before that, this is how I thought we would lay out the presentation. The yard today, the impact of the yard in the Bahamas right now, then trying to answer why was a shipyard established in Grand Bahama, and what would it take, what does it take to grow in Grand Bahama and Freeport. And you will see quite a few numbers, you will see quite a few slides. Bear with me, I'll try to be quick. The bar is waiting. The yard today, this is in fact kind of little new technology, because the picture is taken by a photo drone which was flown over the yard, and we took some test pictures. This is how it looks from the drone. The company in brief, the ownership is Carnival Corporation, Royal Caribbean Cruises Limited, and Grand Bahama Port Authority. 700 employees on average. Over the years, that varies a lot, from maybe 600 to over 1,000, depending on the load and the ships we have in. It's a 24/7 operation. We have 100 dockings per year. Number of ships, we have about 75 dockings of commercial ships and 25 of cruise ships. But mind you, the 25 dockings of cruise ships, that makes us probably the biggest cruise ship maintenance, repair and conversion shipyard in the world. We have a very ambitious workforce development program. I'll show you a little later. Minister Wilskamp, in the beginning when I came in, unfortunately I missed the start of this thing, but he said, now you have to tell us how you make sure this becomes the best shipyard in the world. And without hesitating, I said, it already is the best shipyard in the world. Not everybody knows it yet. It's all certified, so we have everything in place to take whatever job would come our way. We have an unprecedented safety record for this type of industry. Our safety records, I don't know how well you are into this, but we have a safety record of I think on this slide we are around 0.46 lost time incidents or lost time frequency rate, and it's calculated comparing the worked hours to incidents occurred during the year. The let's say standard value of the industry is 4. So we're pretty much better. And that makes me happy because when Bahamians come to work, their families need to know that they come back in the evening. A little more tired, but safer somehow. What we do ship repair, conversions, cruise ships, tankers, container vessels, barges, and offshore. Just a few pictures of what we are doing. This is a big container ship lying in one of our floating docks. We do repairs. The year of 2013 was unfortunate for the cruise lines. They had, both Carnival and Royal Caribbean had fires in different areas of their ships, which turned out very beneficial for us. We have worked almost all summer with that. We do conversions. Big operations gives us a kick, definitely. Here's a conversion where we have added 60 cabins to the aft end of Celebrity Summit. We have done 4 of those. This was something I in fact showed you already for those who were here at the Business Outlook last February. In 19 days we put in a whole new engine and generator set. And of course our baby now. This is the Allure of the Seas. We have performed an Atsicod repair to it, and I am now getting the information that we are about to send her out. More than 1.5 days earlier than planned. To understand how big this accomplishment is also good to know that the original time was 6 days. Okay, so to history. This is a picture of Grand Bahama Shipyard in 2001 when the first small dock was brought into Freeport. The concept has been alive since the 80s, and then the company formed in April 2000. And this is a greenfield operation. There was nothing. Investments to date. We have put in 200 million in docks and facilities. We have an investment program annually of 5 to 10 million into the facility to develop it and to expand the possibilities for different kinds of works. We have put in 25 million in training of tradesmen and supervision over the years since it started. We have had, and maybe I should say first, we have an apprenticeship training program which is together with BTVI. And we have had 8 apprentice graduations, and right now 104 apprentices have been involved or are involved. And all except, I think, 4 are still working for the yard. We have had, as one of our ambitions, to increase the Bahamian involvement in supervision and management. And since 2009, we have been able to see an increase of Bahamians in supervisory positions since 2009. Now, the impact of the yard in the Bahamas. And I'll look at that and then a little on Grand Bahama too. The yearly growth on average has been 6%. Volumes have almost doubled since 2004. We are giving jobs, 2,600 jobs, direct and indirect, on the island. And taking into account that we have about 700 people working at the yard, it means that we have about 1,900 employed due to the fact that the yard is working on this island. So for every shipyard employee, 3 Bahamians outside the yard has a job related to our activity. And with the risk of touching on a touchy subject, for every employee in the yard, we give 3 Bahamians an outcome. No matter if it's an expat or a Bahamian working in the yard. That's maybe a little food for thought. We give 12 million Bahamian dollars per year to the government in fees, different kinds of fees. So impact on Grand Bahama, apart from employment and business, we have quite big program on giving back to the community. We consider that to be an important part of our role here in building a future for both the yard and for people. Just an add in between here. We have the 4th fishing tournament coming up on March 21, and every sponsor is welcome. The main sponsorship is $2,000. In addition to the fishing tournament, which you may have seen, we have given mainly to schools IT equipment. We have refurbished some schools and so on. In addition to that, we also have more than 100 benefactors of our sponsorships yearly. Okay. Pictures perhaps speak more than words here. This is the big dog Reuben Bird entertaining the kids in the dunk booth. Workforce development, I promised you some information about that. The apprenticeship program involving 104 persons since 2001. We have also been training local labor providers, and that's up to about 200 now. That program hasn't been going on for more than maybe 4 years, but it's proven very, very efficient. We have management development programs going on in cooperation with COB, and about 40 people have been involved in that in 2013. It's going on, it's continuing this year. We have leadership training programs, about 20 in 2013. It's also going on this year. And we are looking forward to the cooperation with the government for training of young labor. And that's something we have been talking about for quite some time, and now it seems that the situation is right. Graduations, we in fact had 2 graduations in 2013 of apprentices, and continuous staff training. In fact, the guy who's almost falling asleep at the right there, he's our training manager. Okay, so now let's get to the kind of the contents of what I would like to convey to you. First of all, the yard is in its infancy. It's a new industry in the Bahamas. The skills from other businesses is not easily transferable to shipyard business. It takes quite. I've been listening to a lot of the presentations today, and it's all very much about tourism. And don't take me wrong, I both understand it and appreciate it because there's a tremendous potential in that. But don't make the mistake of thinking that if you know the tourism business, you would know the ship repair business. I don't know anything about tourism, but I think I know some about ship repair. The development during these 14 years we have been here is absolutely unprecedented in the world. To develop from zero to a yard that makes 130, 140 million per year, and does it in a way where we can brag with our quality and we can deliver on our promise to the clients to give them their ships back on the date originally agreed. That's a big thing. Now, there is a problem with a 14-year-old company because it's kind of the kids know better than the parents. So we have a lot of young, ambitious guys who say that, you know, I could be the CEO, I could be the COO, I could take care of the finances. Yeah, it's good that the ambition is there, but we would all together, I think, need to support these kids in giving them a little more time and make them understand that you can't get it all now. There will be another 20 years needed to mature into real ship repair professionals. So why was a shipyard established in the Bahamas in the first place? The cruise lines needed ship repair services, and the Bahamas was very close to the big cruise ports. So the location was excellent. The Hawksbill Creek Agreement, which has been talked about a lot, that results in lower cost levels than the US. We have certain, we have, after all, quite a liberal immigration policy that gives us all kinds of favors as well. We have a favorable climate, except the hurricanes, but we can work around those. We send the ships out, and then they can come back when the hurricanes are gone. And there's a huge potential to attract more business. The possibilities are limitless. And that's what makes this so fun. Here you can see the location. You see the yellow, the more yellow the lines get on that picture, the more traffic is going through that. And you see where Grand Bahama Shipyard is. Excellent location. So what does it take to grow? Internally, of course, we first have to look at ourselves. We have to create a vision and communicate it internally. We have to decide on the focus for growth, long term. We have to deliver on promise. We need a team spirit, respect for each other, excitement about what we are doing. I think we are pretty much there now, and I tell you, the allure has given us a boost. And somebody said, one of the Royal Caribbean guys said, you know, you will pretty soon find out that these guys are junkies on adrenaline now. They will ask for more challenges of this type, and we're looking for it. It takes technical skills, and it takes experience, and again, experience. Experience from what you have done, and experience from the rest of the world. You need planning and project management. The planning is everything. If for example, this project I'm talking about all the time, that planning took place for 4 months before this ship came in. But then when it comes in and we have, say, 6 days to do the job, and it's well planned, everybody knows what to do, and that's how it happened. Every bolt had its place. Every tool was in the right place when somebody reached out for it. And then, of course, the willingness to take on challenges. Last but not least, competitiveness and productivity. External. Political stability. We have it here. We need to be the place we are working in. We have to be sure that it is a predictable environment. It wasn't exactly predictable when the Customs Act was amended. That was not a very nice thing. I think if we would have been contacted and we had the possibility to discuss it, I think we all know that taxes, we have to love our taxes. But the way it's being introduced, that's something we have to change. Honoring of governmental agreements, for example, the HCA, we have to be sure that we can depend on them. And then, of course, we have to have a focus on how to grow the cake, not how to divide the cake. It's not important who gets what of a small cake. The important thing would be to make a big cake. And then one thing, the thing is we need to make the clients feel welcome and want to return. The tourists, when they come here, they are very well welcomed at the immigration booths at the airport. But if you're not a tourist, what do you do here? Are you coming here to work? Of course they are coming here to work. They are our clients. They come here to solicit the yard and see if this is a good place to bring their ship. The tourists are bringing money here. Our clients are bringing big bucks, millions here. And it's difficult to start the discussion if they are already put off by the treatment they got at the airport. And I have to say, I understand so well the difficulty immigration has, because they would have to decide whether it's an illegal immigrant or immigrant who is coming for illegal reasons. But you know, if you come from Miami or you come from Fort Lauderdale, it's pretty sure that if you say you represent a ship owner, you are representing a ship owner, bringing money into Freeport. Okay, then of course it's a help if we have minimal inflation and cost increases, and we are looking for a zero rating of VAT as all other ship repair nations have. And I mean, if we don't get that, we're out of business. Simple as that. Again, just a general statement, and it doesn't really apply to only ship repair. But international money hates uncertainty. It will flee any place where it does not feel safe and grow or benefit. And with international money, I'm just saying that the money has no home country. If Bahamians don't feel safe investing their money in the Bahamas, it will go elsewhere. So how can you expect investors from outside to come here and invest money? So we have to make this a safe place. Vision of growth and the testimony maybe at the same time. We have this vision of growth. We have an idea in the yard what we want to do, and this is part of these are what we already have done, and part of them are things we are looking to. Larger cruise ship upgrades and conversions, they are gradually getting larger all the time. In fact, the number of ships have gone down a little during the past 2-3 years, but the revenues have gone up because every project now is growing and getting bigger. Of course, never done before projects is really the sexy thing, and we love that. And again, Eller, wonderful project. We have been working for offshore repairs and conversions to complement the conventional what we have had up until now. We've been working with that for 2 to 3 years, and it's finally starting to show results. So our summers now are looking to become better because offshore ships and equipment come in that time. More tankers, we are looking for more tankers and LNG tankers to come. The new Panama Canal, if it ever opens. The growing container hub is a huge thing for us, because that will bring new and bigger ships, and the big ships are our bread and butter because they can't go anywhere else for repairs and maintenance. And then the US market penetration. We are starting to understand how to penetrate the US market. Yeah. Can I say something? Did I answer your question? Grand Bahama Shipyard has objectives for the long haul, virtually unlimited, I tell you. Whether the investments and the growth will continue is largely dependent on our main stakeholders in the Bahamas: the government, Grand Bahama Port Authority, Hutchinson, Whampoa, and of course the clients, but we can control them. These are more difficult to control. Thank you.